Hey y'all, Kevin here, and this is Pure Reviews, where I review all kinds of products. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you find this particular video helpful, be sure to hit that like button, or maybe even share it with a friend. Those do really help out the channel. So today's product I want to share with you is an outdoor security camera. And the reason I picked this particular model up is I want to be able to capture my pool, and I don't have power out there. And instead of picking up a camera where you're constantly recharging batteries, this one comes with a solar panel. And so the concept is it keeps recharging itself, so you never have to worry about changing the batteries. So like I said, I'll include a link in the description that will take you to Amazon, that you can check it out and buy it for yourself. But the brand is Wongkuo. This is the box it comes in. Pretty straightforward. And then once you open the box, you're going to get all the parts and pieces that you need. So first off, you're going to get a little instruction booklet, which will tell you how to set up the camera. Setup is super simple. Essentially just follow the steps, hitting the sync button, and then you're going to show it. It's going to see a little barcode on your camera, on your phone, and then you'll be all hooked up. And then their app, they have their own little app, and I'll put that in the description that you can download for that. Now, it is worth noting that the camera runs on a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi signal. So if you have a router that is that has the 5 gigahertz and the 2.4 and they're not separated, you got to make sure it's going to that 2.4, otherwise it's not working. So if you're having trouble, it could very well be that. All right, so then you're going to get the camera itself, which we'll go in here in detail in a minute. You're going to get the battery. The battery holds a lot of power. It has a little USB, the older style right here at the front where you can charge it. And then it has a light on it, if I can find it here, that I think they're right here, that glows blue and red. And once it's blue, it's fully charged. And then red means it's needing some more charging. Then you're going to have the mount for the camera. Now this is a full ball kind of rotating, so you can kind of angle it however you want. And then the bottom part here completely unscrews, so you can attach this to anything like a fence or your eave of your house or anything like that. And it goes in there and then screws on nice and tight. And so they include that, and they include the hardware for it. Then you're going to, of course, get the solar panel itself. As you can see, it's nice and small here. And it has just a standard little cord that will plug into the camera. Now, the cord is 13 feet long, so it is super, super long. So you don't have to have the solar panel right next to the camera if you're wanting to kind of hide the camera or put it in a shady spot. You can kind of just attach this and run the cable. And then on the back here, you're going to have a little groove, which this is for its own little bracket. Now this doesn't turn the 360 degrees. It only goes kind of up and down, and you do that by unscrewing the little screw here. And once again, the solar panel comes with its own hardware. And then also they include some spare hardware in case you need that. And finally, in addition to all that, you're also going to get the cable if you want to charge the battery. Now, another thing to note when you get this, there is a piece of plastic covering the battery, so make sure you remove that out of the camera. Otherwise, it won't work. And then it should charge the battery so it's full the very first time. And how you load up the camera itself, really, really simple. The bottom here, you kind of twist it. There's a lock and an unlock button. This pulls down. And then you can kind of see in there, this is where you drop the battery in. It can only go in one way. You put it in, you see the little light kind of turned on there.
Powering up.
And it's powering up, as it says.
Entering pairing mode.
And then you put the lines back up and lock it, and you're good to go. Now, on the back here, this is where you have the mount. I mean, you can mount this technically... You can mount this technically to anything, but that's where it mounts. That's the sync button, and then this is where you can, you're going to plug in the solar panel, and it's kind of recessed here, so that way it's all nice and weatherproof. It does come with a IP 65 rating, whatever the wedding or the weather rating is. And then on the front here, you can see this is the status light. And then over here is the motion sensor. Here, I'm going to take that off because it just wants to be paired. So that's the motion sensor. Obviously down here it has a speaker. So the camera, you can actually do two-way conversations through it if you want. You can talk through it. I personally just leave that off. I never use that. I don't use that on any of my cameras. And then there's the infrared. I'm sorry, I think I told you backwards. This is the infrared, and that's the motion sensor. And then the camera itself. It is a 1080p camera. So we'll actually roll some footage so you can see what it looks like during the day and what it looks like at night. Okay, so that's kind of the footage. So you can kind of see how the clarity of it all works. Now, it is worth noting in the app that if you are watching live footage, it runs like at 3-minute bursts, and you have to kind of re-click on it. And then they do have a free cloud service as of filming of this video, and that only saves those for 3 days, and then it's wiped off their servers. So if you want to save a video, you want to be sure to download it to your phone, or so that way you can kind of save that footage. And that's kind of basically the lay of the land of the camera. Like I said, the main perk of this was the fact that you can set it up with a solar panel as long as the solar panel is in a nice sunshiny spot, and it will continue to recharge the camera, so you're not constantly messing with the batteries of some of the other products on the market out there. Feel free to hit me up in the comment section if you have any questions or comments. And until the next video, you guys take it easy. Later. Congrats, you're a rock star. You made it to the end of the video. Now, if you really want to become a legend, help me out, hit that subscribe button. And then it always helps also if you hit that like button and share these videos. Till the next one, you guys take it easy.